What is up, YouTube? Steelers Sideline. We are back. We're back with a different video today. This is going to be a discussion and a rumor report video. So we'll get right into this one. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're up to date on new uploads like this one. And we're going to get right into this one. Like I said, this is different. I'm going to start doing these discussion videos maybe once in a while, just mix it in there, see how they do. You guys really seem to enjoy the Mail Day Monday and the TTM Thursdays the most, and some of the game used ones are hit or miss. But let's get into it. We're going to try this one. This is something I really wanted to talk about with some of the Steeler fans that are diehards and go to camp. So, as you well are aware of by now, the NFL has denied the Steelers of holding the training camp at Latrobe at St. Vincent College. So they will be holding training camp at the the Superflex, the practice facility, the sports complex, whatever you want to call it, and also Heinz Field, which some of the Heinz Field practices I foresee will be public, and we will get into all that as well. So that is the discussion topic, is the cancellation, the deny of the NFL. So my research, the top reasons for a denial of the NFL, to me personally, I think a big reason was, and this is a lot in a lot of discussions, is the COVID vaccine rate is below 50% in Westmoreland County. Specifically Latrobe, it's at a 43%. So that is a 9% difference from Allegheny County to Westmoreland County. Not a huge difference, but when you're looking under 50% and above 50%, it kind of looks a lot better. And with them doing the practice facility, obviously those ones won't be open to the public, where the Heinz Field ones that they select will be open to the public. So it looks a lot better, I guess, than it being at. So I think that's part of the reason, and that's a small part. It's one of the leading reasons, but I think the next one is my biggest reason, is probably too many people on top of each other. And that's just the way Latrobe was. Like, Latrobe, people were everywhere, and I think the NFL is always worried about the image and what people think of them, or what people are going to say, and they probably just didn't think, like, if you look back and look at that footage of all the recent Latrobe practices at St. Vincent or at the high school, like, it's just people everywhere, people on top of people in big groups. They probably didn't want that to be broadcasted with the NFL, and if something bad happens, that be brought up. So I think that was their, top reason, is the way it was going to look. Now there's others. Out of all the teams, I believe there's only 4 teams that do what the Steelers do, or 4 other teams, I believe, that do what the Steelers do, and hold their training camp somewhere else, and the fans are in there and stuff like that. I believe Cowboys are definitely one. Chiefs are another one. The Bills are another one, and the Saints, I think, might be another one. Don't hold me on that one, but I believe they are another one. So that would make 5 total teams, 4 other teams, and the Cowboys have been approved. So a lot of people were saying, well, why are the Cowboys approved and the Steelers weren't approved? I've never been to a Cowboys training camp. In fact, I've never even watched too much video of a Cowboys training camp. But I'm betting they have a more up-to-date way of doing things. Whereas St. Vincent, it's kind of an old school, man. I mean, if you've been there, like, you are with the players. Like, we're going to get into that Heinz Field stuff, but, like, I've been to the Family Fest at Heinz Field, and it's night and day between going to St. Vincent College or going to that that Memorial Day, the high school Friday Night Lights, it's called. Like, it is night and day. Like, you were right there with the players. You were in there. You were with a bunch of other crazy Steeler fans. And Heinz Field, I mean, it's like being in a game. It's like, if the players want to deal with you, they can come over and talk to you, you know, and they can come see you or whatever. But, like, it's just a different atmosphere. You got to be there to, like, it's just a whole different feeling. And my personal opinion, it's a whole different feeling. I'll be honest, I do not like the Family Fest. I do not like the practices at Heinz Field. I mean, it's decent for, like, certain things. I can understand it, yeah. But if it's up to me, I'm going St. Vincent College all day. It's just my personal opinion. But yeah, the Cowboys were approved and the Chiefs were approved, I believe, as well. I definitely know the Cowboys were approved. So, like, why are they approved? I feel like they have, you know, I'm biased too, so I feel like the NFL always is stricter with the Steelers, whether it's penalties, whether it's fines. I feel like they always go a little harder with the Steelers. I think they're more strict. But I'm sure the Cowboys and the Chiefs is not as fan-friendly as St. Vincent College. I mean, it's just something different. You know, I love it. Now, my other point with this is Heinz Field will have, I would imagine, the public practices, just like they did their Family Fest. They will probably pick a few days, have some practices, probably charge money, which brings me into the rumor report. If you've been going to camp, well, you haven't went last year because it was canceled. This is the second year in a row it was canceled due to COVID. We can't totally blame the Steelers for this one because the NFL denied them, even though they haven't made public that I've seen what their report. They had to submit their plans for camp and show the NFL what their plans were, and that's how the NFL determined they denied it. So we haven't seen those, and they haven't been public. So was there something in there that they that could have got it denied, or I doubt it. I doubt they did that maliciously. But let's get into this rumor. That's just you'll hear things. If you've been to camp the last few years, I got off track with that COVID thing. If you've been in camp the last few years that it was open to the public, you've heard the rumors, I'm sure. The rumor is the ultimate plan, the end plan for all this is to hold training camp at Heinz Field, and that'd be the future home of training camp, which is terrible news. Like, that's going to really tick a lot of people off. If that happens, like I said, it's still a rumor, but it is very well believed by some diehard fans that is the end. That's the end plan, is to take it to Heinz Field. And they've said when the Family Fest, I put the quotation, Family Fest is what they called it, when that was first introduced, that's what got these rumors turning like wildfire. They said that was the initial run, just like it was like their practice run to see if they could make it work and if people would accept it at Heinz Field. It was their practice run just to kind of work out some kinks, see if people accepted it, see how it went. But they said that was, people still believe that is the practice run. That is what they plan to do. So, so do you believe, so my question to you guys, do you believe that Family Fest was a test run? Do you think that's going to, and, was it a test run? And A, was it a test run? And B, do you believe that is the plan to move training camp to Heinz Field? I'll be honest, the first time I heard the Family Fest, I just thought it was just a way for them to generate some more money and do it a little bit differently. I didn't think nothing of it. But as things unravel and things keep going this way, I'm starting to think a little bit on the other side. Like you know what? They might be on to something. You guys let me know. I mean, they did it again. They did it a couple years in a row. And then with the COVID thing and going with the Heinz Field and, the practice facility, and now this year going to the practice field and the Heinz Field, in the practice facility, this may be a good time for them to start putting that ball into motion. And like I said, there's only 4 other teams that do this. So it's very well possible. So I just wanted to get your feedback. I wanted to get a little discussion going on. Like, how do you guys feel about training camp being canceled? To me, I'm a guy that goes to about at least half of the practices. Like, I would take a week vacation and just go hang out there, you know, or, you know, I wouldn't take a whole week, but maybe I'll take 4 days off and then, you know, have a couple of off days. I would be there 7, 8 days of camp. And I live so close, even when I do work, if I get off early enough, I'll shoot there and catch the end of the practice and still graph a little bit. So to me, I'm in that area. I love it. You know, it takes me 30 minutes to get to Latrobe. I'm in that Greensburg area within 25 minutes, 20 minutes. So to me, I love it. It's nice. I'm in that area frequently, you know, every weekend pretty much. So, you know, let's get into that as well. Canceling this camp is a huge hit to Latrobe, to Greensburg, and all of those areas surrounding it. All those areas are affected by it. Those few weeks generated so much money for Westmoreland County, for Latrobe, for Greensburg. Restaurants, I mean, they lost tons of money just these last 2 years not having training camp. So that is a big, big, big thing for the money coming into that county. And, you know, they just don't recoup that. Like, how many people came in there? Like, it drove businesses. They were all busy. Like, like I said, I'm there every weekend, so I could tell a difference when I go out to eat on a weekend and it's still a little bit busy. But when you go, like, every day is like a weekend when the Steelers are in town, because it's just that busy. It feels like, you know, it's busier than the weekends. It's crazy. But I'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Like I said, let me know what you think about them canceling it, the NFL denying it. What do you think about the rumor report of the big plan to move camp to Heinz Field eventually, the end plan? And give me your thoughts. I want to hear your feedback. I hope a lot of you guys comment and let me know what you think. But that's all I have for you today, YouTube. Like I always say, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification bell so you're notified of upcoming videos. Please like the video, give it a thumbs up, and definitely drop a comment in this one. I want to know your feedback. And as always, have a great one. Steeler Nation.